Om Shanti. I remain stable on the seat of self-respect. As much I emerge self-respect and give respect to everyone, respectful relationship, respect and context, respect in listening, respect in speaking. This awareness of self-respect removes the body consciousness and ego body. The best practice or to be free from body consciousness is to remain in self-respect. As much I give respect, not only body consciousness is removed, but my self-respect increases. When there is self-respect, there is natural stability. So I stay in self-respect and free from body consciousness. Om Shanti.
हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
सभी बच्चों के दिल में बाप के सने का झंडा लहराता है, उसको देखकर शक्ल ये सेवा के लिए है, और बाप और बच्चों के बीच में दिल में सने का झंडा। तो जैसे ये फ्लैग सेरेमनी करते हो तो ऊंचा लहराते हो ना, ऐसे ही सदा सने में ऊंचे पे ऊंचा लहराते हो। ये झंडा भी बाप को प्रत्यक्ष करने का झंडा है। ये कपड़े का है, लेकिन इस कपड़े के झंडे में आप सबका आवाज समाया हुआ है। बाप आ गई, तो यही प्रत्यक्षता का झंडा अभी कोने कोने में लहराएगा, और आप सभी को लहराया हुआ प्रत्यक्षता का झंडा दिन में भी आपको सिखाया और अपनी जीवन ध्यान वालों को
सदा खुशी लेना और खुशी बांटते रहना,
खुश में रहना और खुशी बांटते रहना।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Be one with elevated self-respect and continue to give regard to everyone. Self-respect finishes body consciousness. Children who maintain their own self-respect not only look at others with that respect, but they will also come into a relationship and connection with that respect, because self-respect finishes body consciousness. Where there is self-respect, there cannot be ego of the body. The easy way to finish body consciousness is to constantly stay in your self-respect. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 23. Be one with elevated self-respect and continue to give regard to everyone. Today's topic, self-respect finishes body consciousness. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, everyone is well. Yes, very good. Have you booked your window for whole life, right? Everyone is fixed in their window. They have reserved the seat, right? Baba, from his heart, wants us to be equal to him. And actually, if we look at within each one of us, we have all the qualities of God. Baba is the ocean, and we are images, but we have to become Master Ocean. I think when we come to Baba, as soon as we come, we are touched by the spiritual love, peace, respect, many, many qualities which we witness, which we experience, and we just say, recognition of Baba is there. And Baba, I belong to you, and I surrender, and I will serve you. So then we become Baba's helpers. And Baba wants all Baba's helpers to be in the same self-respect as Baba is. You just saw Baba, Avek Babdada. Most of you have met Avek Babdada. may not be Sakar Baba. And you see how Baba, whether eating or feeding, talking or listening, is so respectful. His every gesture, every activity, every interaction is with lot of love. Some of us get the chance to go near to Baba, and then when Baba is saying something, sometimes it happens that because of lot of activity, one is not able to hear what Baba said. So they say, Baba, can you repeat it? And I look at Baba, and Baba pauses for a few minutes, and then Baba again say what he had said before. Otherwise, if there was any kind of subtle ego, then the person will say internally, why I have to repeat it? Why they didn't hear it? That will be in a reaction and could be also outer. But Baba's self-respect, who Baba is, when that is there, then there is no ego. For anything in our life, we know that internally when we react to something, it's lack of not only self-respect, but is replaced by the ego also. For any reason, one feels humiliated or hurt, or all that comes from not only body consciousness, but also ego of body. It's so subtle, right? So Baba is giving us a very, very good and powerful yukti to increase self-respect. And increasing self-respect is knowing who am I and whom I belong. And also Baba gives us so many titles, right? Whichever you choose and be in that awareness will create self-esteem or self-respect, Baba had been saying. So I like this very much because there are two things. One is body consciousness, other is ego of body. So what is body consciousness? Body consciousness includes or invokes all the vices: attachment, greed, everything. But ego is separate. Ego is where one thinks, I am special, or I am higher, or I am better, or and very subtly it does affect everyone. But if we remain in self-respect, it helps others because that also helps them to be in self-respect. So our interaction, today Baba is saying it's not only you respect others by seeing them with respect, but your relationships, your contact, interaction, everything should be of self-respect, that is giving respect. Even a small child says something, if you listen with respect, not just thinking what this child knows anyway. So if you already have that thought, your respect will not touch the child. Anyone of any faith or anyone of any age or any religion, or everyone from their heart, whatever they believe, we listen it with respect. And the respect which we give brings that good relationship, but also it helps that soul to awaken truth and true respect. It's very, very subtle, but I like the way Baba is giving us homework that it's not only you give respect by having the good vision, but your relationship, your interaction with whatever anyone is, giving respect to that soul will definitely help that soul, and also my self-respect will also increase. So Baba says that souls who remain in self-respect, they are able to give respect. Now, ego is also somewhere empty space which it occupies. When there is some kind of empty space within you, that's where the ego is. But if you are full, thinking of how proud Baba is of each one of us, because everyone had been chosen by Baba, right? Sometimes we forget, but if we remember, then definitely not only there will be self-respect, but there will be lot of respect for everyone. So this whole month we had been looking at ourselves, working on ourselves to look at our self-respect. Never feel humiliated or why I'm not considered to be what I am. Because in self-respect, it's not I and mine, but it's we all, because we all have that right. We all are children of Baba. We all have specialties. We all have been selected by Baba. It's not only I am chosen, not other one. But then after being chosen, now you have to choose what you want to become. It's not that Baba has adopted me, so I have self-respect, but what I want to become. As soon as there is, I find that little bit, we call it, our aim faints. Our aim is not very clear. Then we get lost. Right? So always remember why I came to Baba, what Baba wants to make me, and what I should be. Because if there is self-respect, you will naturally find you are able to serve. Service is not necessarily only through the words, but through setting example, through your image, through your activity, and of course, what words we speak, how we speak, everything. So, one of the beautiful thing I like to be free from body consciousness, free from ego of the body, keep the awareness of your image of self-respect. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. Good evening, Didi.
Yes, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Tomorrow is Mama's Day. So when you were talking about listening with respect to young ones, I was thinking about Mama. I was thinking that Mama must have listened to you with so much respect. Do you want to share a story about your interaction with Mama, and how even though you was very young, how Mama was so respectful.
Because the older ones have to learn from younger ones, and younger ones then learn from older. Older ones think that younger ones should learn, and younger one can only learn if you learn from them. And that I have seen in practical. We cannot ignore or kind of just say what they know. This one doesn't know. This one doesn't know. Actually, everyone knows. So, helping not only myself but others, that's the service. Service is to help others to reclaim their self respect, to reclaim what they are. I have to respect them. And Mama used to teach us that respect and love both are important. So when you love younger one, children, or even like, we get so much chance, so many young ones come to us and we have to be example for them. It's only trusting them and listening to them. Trusting is very important too. And if we don't trust, then somewhere the relationships are not very clear. I know that some say, oh, this one is still young, this one is still new. But how do you make them belong to Baba, belong to Baba's family, make them trustworthy? Because after all, the yajna has to be sustained by all those trustworthy, right? So, Mama or Baba, what they gave us was amazing. Baba will talk to you as if you are an older person. And actually, from our last birth, no, we have brought a lot of maturity too. So it's not only what one is in this birth, but seeing everyone in the whole cycle. And what's in the whole cycle, then part is recorded within every soul. So respecting that soul also as one who is Swadharshan Chakradhari, respecting that soul as one who has Tirkaldarshi. Because sometimes we might think young one doesn't know what is being Tirkaldarshi. So even intellectually being young, they might not describe you, but that ability is in them.
Right.
That ability is within them. So when you start seeing the abilities, one thing I learned from Dadi Janki, that anytime, any task she gave me, I said, Dadi, this I have never done. She said, but you will be able to do. And you can do it. Just say yes. I said, but no experience. I not even little bit. She said, no, you have to do it. So many departments, so many things. What Dadi will say, you have to do it. So I
Right.
think that seeing the abilities of everyone, allowing that, trusting them, definitely help the souls, right? That's true respect, actually. Respect is not only talking sweetly, nicely, or offering something, but respect is it's like you are helping them to grow in an appropriate way, right? So I think that where there is no control, there is no suppression, but it's the expression in a positive way. And as
Right.
much they can express, I feel that why, we all are different and we should be different. If we think that others also should be like me, I don't think people, everyone has to be different and let that person grow with their own personality and do Baba's service. So Baba and Baba, they were watching all the time, respecting all the time, and with lot of love, help us to grow what we are today. Some people don't relate and they immediately say, as if they have to dictate, they have to tell. It's all right, we have to tell, but we cannot dictate, right? tell also in a way, not you have to do it. No.
Right, right.
You put
So,
a
Didi, you were
proposal.
talking about ego a few just now. Do you think when people are controlling and they're dictating, it is more like lack of, you were saying that ego is, just now, you were saying that ego is thinking that I'm special or I'm better than someone. But sometimes I wonder if ego is also, I'm not special, I'm not better, I'm so horrible. That is also some form of ego, right? Like the other end of the coin. One is I have so much arrogance, and the other one is I don't have any kind of, I feel I'm the worst thing in the world. And sometimes I wonder if ego, you're saying about control and all of that kind of lack, right? When people are lacking inside, then they want to control.
I think if one is truthful, honest with one's own self, then you will never think negative about your own self. There are some, they get very quickly disappointed or discouraged, and for themselves, they kind of reject themselves or say things about themselves. And I feel that that shouldn't happen,
Right,
because
right.
from Baba's child, I remember that we all made mistakes, little, big, little, big. And Didi used to kind of caution us, you cannot say this, you cannot do this, it shouldn't be like that. But within a second, she used to say, there's some benefit in this mistake. And I have always kept that, because sometimes it does happen that your intentions are good, you just say something, or it really comes out. I just say, but that's not, it is, but okay, it's all drama. But if we see the benefit of that, in the sense of other person is able to see the stability of the stage, able to see how much self-respect I have. So I think drama is so wonderful, so that you don't keep repenting, you don't keep
Right, right,
kind of feel guilty all the time, because
right,
a lot of wasteful thoughts come now.
right,
But if
right.
I really truly what I am, and with no desires, let's see how Baba is using us. So of course Baba and Mama respected younger ones, lot of love, lot of respect. And I think that, we all have that, but sometimes we express, sometimes not. Like one thing I like during Baba Mama's time is a family. And here we say family, but how many of us we sit together half an hour, only chat and laugh and talk, right? It's just task, task, task. So family is not, family really is sharing. So
Right.
there was a system in Yagya. Every night, Didi or whosoever was our 9:30 to 10 o'clock, they will sit and share some points, their experiences of the day, the questions people ask, so that everyone is part of the whatever is going on. But these days we ask, oh, I don't know about that one, I don't know. But if it's family, we need to know about everyone, no? So I think that it's a different culture completely, the way it was and what is now.
Right, right. So, Didi, one of the things in today's Murli, Baba was saying he's the intellect of the wise, buddhiwanon ki buddhi. And when you look at Mama, you really feel that Baba came and he must have spoken Mama's Murli, right? So, did you see when Mama was, were you ever live when Mama was giving her class or Murli or whatever we call it?
Yeah,
Were you live in front of Mama anytime?
many, many years, no? Because
Okay.
first Mama used to come to speak Murli, and then Baba used to come, right? And, you know, Because Baba was focused in the sense of was no interest in what others say, no interest in reading something, no interest. She will just sit with Murli and read Murli few times and go into, then she will catch the concept. And her Murli was on one concept. Why cycle repeats, everyone has different part. No, when you read Mama's Murli,
Yes, yes, yes.
tomorrow we will read. And in that, it's so interesting to see that how, Mama was wise. Like she really, really churned Murli, went in depth, and then she will explain it. And that is why no one's speaking is called Murli's class, right? Dadi gave class, this one gave class, but Mama's was called Murli. No one ever, anywhere in the world, we say this one says Murli, right? Because what she spoke was completely pure knowledge, pure churning, pure, nothing was mixed from others, even her own mind also, her own intellect also. So I saw her studying, and her interpretations, her explanations were very pure, very pure.
So my question actually was, how you shared that Baba used to come and then used to see Shiv Baba, Sakar Baba used to come and then sometimes you used to feel Shiv Baba. Did you ever feel that way with Mama? Did Mama used to come and then you used to feel Shiv Baba?
From Mama.
From Mama.
Nina, it was Shiv Baba's knowledge, right? But not that Shiv Baba comes in her. It was Shiv Baba gave knowledge through Brahma Baba. So you can see that respect she had for Baba and Shiv Baba, Bab Dada both, It's like, no, Baba says that she like a river and Baba is like ocean. So that relationship you can connect. We are also rivers, Baba's knowledge, we are Ganges, but still I feel that the way she spoke knowledge, I don't think any one of us speak because the examples we gave, there is something get mixed in our intellect. But if it is just Baba's knowledge, and then you churn on that knowledge, deeply churn on that knowledge, and then your wisdom, your understanding is very, very different. Like, Mama, Baba, they didn't have ego. It's like such a big universe, right? Everyone is playing their part. If you need air, if you don't get air, no, at the right time you need air. So air has an important part to play. Earth has whether it is element or any soul, everything. I know that in Peace Village sometimes we said there are a lot of berries, and so deers will come. And so one of the sisters, she is very much into she said everyone has share. Everyone has share in this nature. So you cannot say that they cannot eat and only we can eat. They come, they eat their share, and then is your share. It's like seeing universe in an unlimited way. So Mama's knowledge was wisdom. And that is why immediately her nature was very sweet. She will explain, never shout, never loud, all the time, whatever she said, with what of love, lot of kindness, because one who cannot understand needs kindness, not scolding, right?
Right.
So
Right.
her transformation or what she was, the example of how she understood knowledge. Isn't it anything like a lawyer practice? It depends how did he study and then how he practices, right? So same as each one of us. How do we practice? What is our nature, interaction, inner feelings? All that comes from understanding of knowledge. Now. So it's not Shiv Baba came in Mama, but why she is praised? Because the way she churned the knowledge. Right?
Right, right, right. But I thought maybe every once in a while Shiv Baba could have come. It's not
Then,
often like in Sakar Baba, but every once in a while wondered, thought maybe it's possible.
then he must be watching, and how she speaks, how she's behaving, but
Right.
not to.
Um, in today's Murli, Baba was saying that Maya comes so powerful.
Mhm.
And the more effort you make, the more powerful, or the more strong you become, the more powerful Maya comes. So, how is Maya coming? How did Mama keep away? Because she made so much effort and then she was always like, there's no Maya in her life.
Yeah, because
What
she
is the Maya
followed.
that's coming to us, and what's the Maya that didn't come to Mama? Okay, she came and then she destroyed it.
No, Mama followed Srimad accurately all the time for everything. That means she was obedient. Whatever Baba said, the way Baba said, the way Baba gave, she was 100% obedient. We all have our own lot of dictates of mind, what we want, my desire, this, that, but not with Mama. And that's like total surrender. And because she knew, when you know that you are an important instrument, you always do, remembering what I do. If others start doing, how will it be? That like in our consciousness, that is so much that if I do today, then tomorrow if someone else do, and I know that this is not accurate, then, one good instrument will feel that I am the one who's setting that pattern, and but not with Mama. Mama just set a pattern of yagya, live like in yagya, followed Baba 100%, was very obedient. It's completely much more than what we are today.
Mm. Today Baba was saying how to become a Maharaja and Maharajan, you need to have courage. When you look at Mama's life, what is the courage that she had? What courage did she need? What is it that you felt when now looking back, not at that time, but that was so courageous of her?
One is self-transformation, other is whatever yagya needed, whatever way, whether it was some kind of karma yoga or end up in going to court or representing Baba in society in a very, very bold way, because whenever yagya was challenged, Baba will send her. And she said the truth. She was very brave. And I don't know if all of us will like to take those challenges. So Mama was brave. Even like speaking Baba's knowledge, she will talk about all principles in public lectures. And we make so much sugar coated here, there, and then we say, maybe we give a little pill. But she said, yes, purity is most important. How many of us give talk on purity? We talk about world peace, we talk about happiness, but not purity. And Mama will give many, many lectures on purity. And she said, without purity, how can you understand God's knowledge? How can your intellect is not a golden vessel? There has to be purity. Like in a very beautiful way, she will explain on purity. So I think giving Baba's message, and she was like, staying with 300 and taking care of them and saying yes to the role. Even when I had to say yes, I had to try to be brave. I said, really, okay, even knowing internally that I can do it, but still there was a little bit of that I need to have more courage to tomorrow
She was
face
much
everything.
younger though, right, Didi? She didn't know what she was getting into, and you knew what you were getting into. She was much younger.
Yeah. Mama, we were talking day before that she was only 45 or 55 when she left body, very
45.
young.
45.
Yeah. But she was so mature, no? Even
Right.
at 45, as she did everything of the world.
Right.
But, great personality, I must say that looking at her inspires you so much. Just said Hanji to Baba.
Just say
Hanji.
Haji. That's it. Then the courage will come, the power will come from Baba and everyone else, right? Even all of the dadis and all of you, power will come. Um, one of the things that I always think about when I think about Mama is how she had faith. Like she had so much faith. Baba said, "You are going to be Lakshmi," and she just had faith she was going to be Lakshmi. There was no question, no doubt. That is very inspiring, I feel. To have that kind of faith requires a lot of courage, wouldn't you say?
Because she accepted, no? She accepted. And then very beautifully she played role in the sense of she didn't say, oh, you are Narayan, so let's be together, right? But she still said, I am daughter. I am Saraswati. She never talked about herself as Lakshmi. She always, the role she played was more, but then she was companion with Baba. And whenever it was necessary, she will stand next to him, not as Saraswati, then was like Lakshmi, Baba and Mama, that way. Even she was Kumari, being Kumari, playing part as Mama. It's a big courage, right?
It is now that I think of when you're saying it must have been so much courage, so much power. There's so much integrity in the soul that she was able to do it with so much humility.
And so much purity that even brothers, younger, older, they will go to her as Mama. And
Right,
she was Kumari.
right.
We are so much like attentive and all that. Now I feel like I am mother, grandmother, but not at the age Baba did all that. She was 22, 23, then little by little, she really was mother for everyone.
Didi, when I think about Baba and Mama, but Baba mostly, but even Mama to some extent, their role was so different. It's almost like they're different species. Their role was so different. My role is to just be happy. It's not that role. It's not that role. I'm happy to do Baba's instrument and happy to do everything, but it's not Mama's role. It's not Baba's role, and their role was different.
No, role is different, but our qualities have to be like Baba Mama, no? Because I always think of them that how would they do, how they did, what they did, how they followed Srimad, or how sustained the yagya. You will be yesterday someone wrote me that a lot of people are saying time has changed, things have changed. We cannot be same, we have to change. So I said to her that I answer, I keep everything very traditional, whether it's my life or yagya. Everything we do the way it was done in yagya time, so that you are stable. And not every day now you say another time has come, then another time has
Right,
come.
right.
And then you keep changing practices, keep changing a lot of things like, okay, many questions were there, but one was that there was a time when everyone had to sit in class, either read Murli or listen to Murli, but not these days. Same time Murli is being read, they are online giving class, they are online reading Murli. So she's saying how accurate it is. Or same is like offering bhog every day at a proper time. Like lot of things we play around with, and then that affects not only us, but whole atmosphere, the family also. There's no power in that. It's just doing, but there is no power. And if we do it the way yagya is, with that bhavna, with that timing, with that, so others will feel this is yagya, right?
Right.
Otherwise, we say yagya, but their feelings are not like this is yagya. This is a center, maybe big center. So if we maintain what Baba Mama did, the feelings will definitely be, we will feel same, others will also have that same feeling.
Um, so Didi, you just mentioned Murli and Bog. So, so for example, we do change a few things, right? Like we change the posters. We don't use the same posters we used 50 years ago. We change the posters. So, what is it that we absolutely don't change? Like we don't change the way we listen to the Murli, that their maryadas are on the Murli. We don't change Bog. We offer Bog every day. What else do you think? Few more things that we absolutely shouldn't change.
Yeah, Baba. That there was a time, even now, you get a glass of water, right? You take a minute or half a minute, you remember Baba and drink water. These days, walking, talking, we drink water, we keep just going on. There is not like, you know, people should notice that, okay, you have plate now in front of you, you remembered Baba, then you eat, then others will do same. But we just eat it. We just, while walking, talking, keep eating also. So there are certain things I think if we do in a way which is very traditional, it will help a lot of souls also. There will be impact on them. Plus,
Right,
center atmosphere will be like Moria again. That
right.
this, and people
So,
should remember Dadis and Baba Mama.
yes. So, Didi, today Baba said, along with Raja Yoga, there's Praja Yoga. So, that's how I feel when people are not respecting the Murli. It's like, okay, it's not in their fortune. What can we do? You tell them once or twice, and then if they don't do it, it's not in their fortune. But if we want to really follow Mama and Baba, then it's Murli, Bhog, and giving drishti to food, giving drishti to water. Give us one more thing before we go.
What else?
Yeah, one more thing.
Yeah.
What else?
Amrit Vela was very powerful. And
Amrit Vela. Okay.
yeah, because I
And food,
saw
also what we eat, right? They did not just give the drishti whatever is in front, but also what we eat.
even
Amrit
while
Vela.
eating, even while eating, if we could follow in the sense of silence and remembrance, not only talking about food and recipes and
Right, 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 right.
sometimes we not, I like one time Sister Gayatri was giving a class. I like, still we have that class about Brahma Bhojan, cooking in remembrance, but if you are not eating in remembrance, not Brahma Bhojan. That means when you're eating Brahma Bhojan, it's not like a party or dinner or lunch. I am eating Brahma Bhojan. So that pure thought of eating Brahma Bhojan, I think that's also very important. Remembering while eating, I think we could pay more attention to.
Right. And you were just talking about Amrit Vela, and I'm sorry I interrupted you. I also think Amrit Vela is so important. It's like the most
Mm.
powerful time of if we have remembrance at Amrit Vela, it really is so important. Talk to us about Amrit Vela. And I know I'm out of time, so that's the last question.
I think when we wake up, it's time, nectar time, and it's Baba has given us this time. So it's like you sit very close to Baba. There is no interference. There is nothing in between I and Baba. And the nature is silent. Everything is really very, very quiet. But what I find that with Brahma Baba, he used to wake up early also. And he will start conversing, chit chat with Shiv Baba, praising what he is giving us. Baba, you are making us this. Baba, you are giving us this. So I still remember when Baba said in the morning, I say, Baba, I never dreamt that you will meet me and offer me this. I will be emperor. Like whatever is given, like from your heart, Baba is praising Shiv Baba. So I thought that not only churning knowledge, but just Baba, what he is giving, what he has made me every day, Baba is teaching us. I feel so happy and proud. Every morning God teaches us, like, so when you listen morely, it's really the value of every word which Baba speaks. So Amrit Vela is the time where we can just feel about our fortune and what we're receiving from Baba and be thankful to him to be our father, to be our teacher, and Sadguru for whole day. And of course, friend, whatever way we want him, is there. Right? But I think we might be, but I don't know, we are too busy, right? Which is okay. But
Not too
somewhere,
busy for Amrit Vela, Didi. Never
yeah,
too busy for Amrit Vela.
but even during day, if we have like this much time for this much time, so others can also, otherwise they see us in action all the time. But if they say they sit in yoga at this time, there was like lot of some kind of discipline also, which help other souls very much. Because then they say, oh, we also have to do it. So in even householders, now householders are like householders. But in those days, they were like ashrams. The Janki used to go visit every home. But these days you can't do it because the atmosphere is different. So she said, no, it should be like ashram, grasta ashram. You are trustees, you should live like that. Anyway, I think we have to kind of bring those original concepts and share more, and then maybe some will be definitely inspired to do. Otherwise, we just become more like, okay, listen, Murli, whatever way. That's what is happening now. To
Right.
sit as a student in your uniform with your badge on, attentively making notes. That is missing a little bit now.
Right.
But first, I have to do that, right?
Right. Right. We have to be good students before we ask anyone else to do anything.
Yeah.
Acha, Didi.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Om Shanti.
Happy Mama's Day tomorrow.
Yes. Happy Mama's Day, everyone.
Om Shanti, everyone. Thank you, Didi, and thank you, Shirin Ben. It was wonderful. So tomorrow is Saturday, and very, very special day. Tomorrow is Mama's Day. So please note our schedule for tomorrow, Saturday, Amrit Vela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Sakar Murli, which is Mama's Murli. Tomorrow is Mama's Day, so we'll be having Mama's Murli, not Avik Murli, but Mama's Murli until 8 o'clock, 8:30. And then tomorrow is Awake the Children class from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Awake the Youth class from 3 to 4 p.m. Evening, please make a note. Tomorrow is Mama's Day, so we'll be having special Mama's Day Bhog in this series, and then Mama's Day Bhog. If I'm sure you all must be making something for Mama's Day at your home. If you would like, you can do the same time. You can offer same time when we are doing in a Vakti Parivar. It would be wonderful. Something you can make, some fruits, one item, some sweet, and also flowers, right? So generally, some people ask, what do you make for Mama's Bhog? Well, you can make anything, but we also include khichdi, potato sabji, white khichdi, plain khichdi, means no turmeric powder. You make it white khichdi, dal and just rice, and potato also white, no turmeric in it. It's plain potato sabji, and whatever else you want to make, puri or halwa or kheer or any other item you want to make, that would be nice. Anyway, then English series, and of course we'll be having something very special for Mama's Day. Huh? What?
Green grapes.
Green grapes, yeah. Please don't forget green grapes. That's the last thing what Mama did, was giving green grapes to everyone, which was first crop we had in Pandabhavan. So that was a wonderful thing. Of course, we will bring green grapes for Mama's Day Bhog. So, and also very important is we will have whole day party, special whole day party from 3:30 until evening, but just cut off the timings when there is a class for children, youth, because that time you will have break and you can continue after that. So after 4 p.m. So we'll have until 1:30 and then after 4 p.m. But from Amrit Vela till night. So if anybody would like to come for joining the bhatti from Namaste Special, you're most welcome. Thank you very much. And now let's do Avik Murli. Welcome to Avik the Journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Avyak Murli, 11th of February 1971. The easy method to become an embodiment of success. You should experience both listening and talking to others. Just as Baba becomes the helper, in the same way, children too have to become helpers. And this is what it means to receive help. So all of you in this group should fill yourselves with such power that you can lighten your bondages and become helpers in service. Otherwise, if you're lacking in this subject, how would you be able to claim full marks? You have kept the aim of passing fully, have you not? This is why before leaving, this group should especially take training to create such methods. What do you have to become in this bhatti before you go from here? Do you understand? Serviceable ones and helpers, if whilst living at home you have the consciousness of being an embodiment of power, your karmic bondages will not create any obstacles. However, whilst living in a household, instead of being an embodiment of power, you have a greater awareness of living a pure life. Whilst living in the family, you lack the attitude of being an embodiment of power. This is why the sounds that emerge even now are, what can we do? We have karmic bondages. How can we cut our karmic bondages? These sounds emerge because you do not constantly keep the ornaments of being an embodiment of power with yourself. So now, before you go, change your consciousness and your form in this bhatti. For this, you must constantly remember two things. Firstly, you have to change. And secondly, you have to issue a challenge. You have to change your form and attitude into that of an embodiment of power. The more you change yourself, the more you will be able to challenge others. This is why you must remember these two aspects. When you perform any pure action, the loving form of the Father comes in front of you. And when you perform any sinful action, you should bring the fearsome form of the Father in front of you. All of you are loving souls, are you not? Loving souls always perform pure actions. Always remain aware that you should never perform any wrong action, because all of you are hero actors on the world stage. So everyone's vision is on the hero actors. This is why you must not consider yourselves to be those who are living in a household, but each of you must perform every action whilst considering yourself to be a hero actor on the stage and you will not then perform any wrong action. Look at all the things that the atomic power of science is showing you. In the same way, you're the proof of one who is living in a household whilst in the Shakti army of silence. That is atomic power, whereas all of you are the proof for the world. So by being the proof, you too can do a lot of service. There are many requests for the mothers. The service of the mothers spreading the message in every corner still remains to be done. The responsibility for many souls not having received the message yet is on you souls. This is why this group has to be ready in such a way. This group can be helpers in service from time to time. It is a group in which there is hope. Just as the group of half Kumars was one in which there was hope, in the same way, this group is also of those who can be helpers. However, although you have the method of how to become helpers, you do not have the power. This is why you must claim your teacher the certificate of having changed, from your teacher the certificate of having changed your form before you go. To be continued. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.